So they'll be calling you a radical. So Lion Derelict Criminal Enterprise is one of the greatest criminal enterprises in the history of mankind, NOAA, who told me multiple times when I'm walking the coast of California documenting the greatest ecological catastrophe in human fucking history, the Great Pacific Genocide, told me to my face multiple times. They were out there. They were out there on the coast, you know, as I'm working up and down that coast, sleeping in a sleep bag, so I'm up very, very early. They got big trucks. They got all kinds of apparatus. They had radiation detection devices. I'd video them. They'd take them down. Back then, I didn't have it wasn't just a phone. Boop, 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 boop. You know, I used a bloggy. I used a flip camera, and I had to get hard drive. Most of the time, I didn't have any freaking camera. You know, I tried to, you know, I have a stack of Coastal California library cards that thick because I'd have to pop into it. I could write a whole book on that. Whoa, what a dichotomy. So I'd ask them, what's the radiation levels in the ocean from the Fukushima disaster? Not our job. Not your job. The National Ocean Lion derelict criminals. Every one of them should be perk-walked and put into a prison cell. Every single one of them. So they come out. They wait till 2018. Now, this is important because these Lion derelicts who have no field observation, who have no work, who have not just tote the freaking nuclear energy fucking cult line, one day you'll wake up and realize they have control of you. King Bibi and his nuclear energy pork that just flows. What do you think Iran's all about? Oh, they got freaking weapons of... No, they don't. Iraq, they got... No, they don't. Oh, they do. It's free money. Don't you see? That's how they built it up and became wealth. How do you think the Middle East of Eden got so wealthy? Off your taxpayer money. Price-Anderson, the Immunity Act. You know how many trillions and trillions of dollars they've sucked out since the Manhattan Project? And you're so free... I mean, well, they've pulled it off. Lock, stock, barrel. So they come out in 2018, so many years after the fact. Oh, yeah, unusual mortality in that. But it's over. Kevin Blanch, it ain't over till I say it's fucking over. The Lion derelict criminals that they are. This catastrophe started in 2013. Fucking, the plankton started to crash in 2011, 12, and I've proven all that. My tide pool work alone me on my Nobel Prize. Everybody's all arguing about depleted uranium all over the internet because they're that fucking stupid and ignorant. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the egg? They think depleted uranium somehow just matches the... They don't realize it comes from nuclear energy. Nuclear energy is not there to make electricity. It's there to enrich freaking oligarch pieces of shit to give them money, King Bibi and clan. You think there's a reason bozos, Gates, Musk, the usual fucking imperialist suspects all love nuclear energy? And Musk is going to cut the budget, one of the biggest pork budget. No, he's not. Fucking looting you. Fucking supremacy on Balco. So it ain't over till Kevin. And I said that. And so they've come out today, yesterday. By the way, Happer Summer Solstice is tonight at 10:42 p.m. here in Usury, Utah. I'll be in California soon doing my tide pool work. It's been a tough gig, man. So they've come out today, or yesterday, and said, oh, no, our bad. Yeah, I guess it's continued. Lying. And I don't make a living off other people's taxes. I don't make a living off the... I remember when they're sending out their COVID checks, and I says, I get a COVID check, I'll burn it. I don't want to loot my children's future. I don't want to loot my grandchildren's future. Go for it. The me generation, not me. I fight for her, she fights for we, Kevin D from the sea. So they should belong in prison cells. I'm a butcher, what's a cow? I'm a baker, what's a cake? I'm a fisherman, what's a boat? I'm NOAA, what's Fukushima? So you're trying to tell me 4 full core meltdowns for the first time in human history. There's no byproduct from that. Talk about a mental illness, talk about it. For every action, there's a reaction. Bringing star power to Earth. Oh boy, they did it. Fucking, you're telling me there's no byproduct from that? We know Delma Argentina syndrome down the stretch. We know for a fact. We know for a fact. Kevin Blanch was right. For sure, hypothesizing always. It's going to give cancer. I got unsurvivable leukemia in 2011. And if you're contemporized all over the fucking internet, you're not effective. They have that. Fuck. If this hasn't proven to you, they own academia. Academia is the biggest fraud in fucking world in the United States of using. If you went to one single science class at Caltech, UCLA, USC, fucking San Diego State, Stanford, Cal, Washington State, Oregon State, Weber State. You need to file a lawsuit against them. You've been defrauded. You've been defrauded. For every action, there's a rate. That's third grade science. This is the greatest action you've never happened at Chernobyl. One graphite reactor blew to smithereens, and I didn't finish that the other day. I was walking over the bridge in the Danube when Igor was killed in a car wreck. I'm the one that reported that to the world. The IAEA, Max Blumenthal's done such great work. Katie Helper, I appreciate all their work. The judge, love all their work. But you're getting up to speed on the IAEA. I've done so much work and protests there. The IAEA in Vienna is so disgustingly corrupt, it's unbelievable. So is the World Health Organization. Hello. This is the greatest event in human history, the Fukushima disaster. And I don't do scientists are mystified, they're baffled, they're stumped, they're curious, they're unusual mortality. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you. I do it in real fucking time. The Great Pacific Genocide. And in science, first you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full blown out fucking core meltdowns. This is the first time in human history. This power, this energy is so foreign, so abstract, so radical. Bringing the sun can give you cancer from 93 million miles away. We have 4 of them burrowed into the mantle, into the Pacific Ocean. It's unarguable. It's unarguable. You used to be able to argue with me, but I've done the first you hypothesize. It's going to break the eco chain. It's going to cause the fucking greatest ecological catastrophe in human history. It's going to break the eco chain. It's going to cause the greatest starvation event. It's going to be a chain reaction. You're going to see a heat dome form over the western North America, which I knew the Great West. And we were just talking about this last night. It's just this narrative somehow that I'm an artist in New York, I'm in Paris, I'm in Italy, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to save I live on the Great Salt Lake. I documented the collapse of the Great Salt Lake in fine-tuned science. The Great Salt Lake was at historic, perfect levels in 2011, 2012. My spiral jetty videos are historic. They prove that. Look it up, the Great Western North America Heat Dome, which moved across this country. Look when it started. 2011, 2012. My tide pool work. Just wasting disease. They collapsed in 2011. Nothing to see here. The whale fucking collapsed. The gray whale. The humpback. Now the 75 biologists come out, get together and say, yeah, Kevin Blanch was right. It was a great starvation event that started in 2012. With no field work. Look, first you hypothesize the knowledge. These are full-blown out fucking meltdowns. You cannot be afraid to be wrong on your hypothesis. You cannot be afraid to be right. Of course, the fucking Middle East of Eden cult, they're canvassing. They'll tell you what's right. They're trying. Saddam Hussein, his weapons. Oh, fuck. Anybody that believed that, what kind of protests there were. I was not born with these scars across my face. I knew day one they were fucking lying. They were all Saudis. I taught the derivative art class at Weber State. 5 of those kids were in my class. I fucking taught at the #1 school of business in the United States, the option class. Kyle Matson, the finance professor at Weber, they arrested 5 of those students that day at the #1 school of business in the United States, beating Harvard, beating Princeton. I'm probably the first guy in the world that identified they bought puts on the airline stocks. That's what I did. That's what I taught for a friend. What I did for a living. Comments. Kevin, do you think you're the one that taught them how? Very likely could have. I taught that class at the #1 school in my class. So anybody with half a brain cell knew that Iraq had nothing to do with this. We go halfway around the world and slaughter them. What took down the old USSR? The invasion of Afghanistan. The nuclear meltdown at Chernobyl. 780,000 men entombed Chernobyl. Why do you think they mined underneath it? Because Fukushima has proved that China syndrome is very, very real, which I named it Delmar, Argentina, because you go straight through the earth at Fukushima, Japan, you end up in Delmar, Argentina. Fucking hello. For every action, there's a reaction. Lake Barrett to Leslie Stahl. Day 2016 of the catastrophe. Lake Barrett, yeah, that's who's running the whole thing. They colonized the fucking island of Japan after World War II. Yalta by the sea. Popolopi dropped. Why did Oppenheimer drop those nuclear bombs? Because Stalin said, he widely reported in the New York Times, in the Washington Post, all over, in August of 1945. Stalin's headed into Japan on August 15th. They didn't want them to colonize it. They colonized it. You realize Russia lost 21% of their population in that war? Not military person. 21 of every man, woman, and child. They were headed in. Everybody said, don't drop it, Oppenheimer. Which came first, the nuclear chicken or the egg? Fucking, we're afraid of nuclear mountains. We're afraid of nuclear mountains. We're afraid of nuclear mountains. We're afraid of nuclear mountains until they happen. Then it's hear no nuclear evil, see no care. The nuclear energy emperors have no clothes. And the American sheep, they can't handle the truth. They don't want the truth. They're too weak for the truth. In science, we don't do mystified, baffled, stumped, curious, alarmed. Fucking what fucking NOAA is criminal derelicts. Science professors are criminal derelicts. Oh, bummer dumber. You know they took down Radnet. They crashed Radnet on March 12th. 2011. What's that? The radiation technical girl. I've posted the numbers. You know, they hid all the data. I'm the guy that leaked out the KOK study in 2011, 1,000 times the background level into the fucking water column of cesium 137 in June of 2011. Fucking all kinds of reports. Fucking fish being caught in the Pacific Ocean, fucking 180 times over the safe legal limit. Oh, it ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt you. I got leukemia in 20. And the fact that I did all this work in critical condition, given 2 months to live, I fight for her. I have AML de novo with a marker of 44. Unsurvivable. I've had open heart surgery twice. Forked over $1 million of Tesla stocks before fucking Musk hijacked it. 2011, fucking not my place. This was my place in time. For every action, there's a reaction. Isaac Newton, the greatest reaction in human history. Unusual mortality event. This is the greatest ecological catastrophe. So the scientists come out and fucking you. Anybody uses mystified, baffled, stumped, alarmed, bewildered, fucking curious. Oh, the panty painted fucking pieces of shit they are belong in prison cells. We've always lied on academia. They betrayed us. Fucking NOAA betrayed us. Fucking World Health Organization betrayed us. Fucking Obama dumber. Fuck, what a criminal. Fuck, I will keep you informed. Scientist, the plume was coming over at the exact same time. Sharon Mills' emails were coming over. The plume is radioactive. Got to talk to Henry before we go to Fukushima. Got to talk to Henry. Why would Hillary Clinton got to talk to Henry Kissinger before she goes to Fukushima? He's not a nuclear physicist. He's not a biologist. He's not a scientist. Oh, he's king. King Bibi, you bow. One day you will wake up and realize they're fucking top of their heap. Free money by the trillions of dollars. Bryce Anderson. So they're poisoning the planet. This is the greatest event in human history. No are derelicts. First you hypothesize on it, then you do the field work. I go to these scientists, show me your field work. You have to have field observation. I showed you mine. You show, and if you're contemporized on the internet, you know you're not effective. I mean, you kettle me, I'll kettle you. So NOAA admits their fucking derelict criminality. Well, you let Saddam Hussein off the fire, excuse me. Saddam Hussein. Colin Powell, well, they got theirs. He died of the same disease I have, multiple myeloma. So did Rumsfeld. You let them all off the hook. You let 22 a day, life, liberty, first pay the Dragon Slayer. Fucking. You can't handle the truth. You don't want the truth. Fucking media, derelict criminals. Fuck. Anderson Vanderbilt Cooper was in Fukushima, Japan when it happened. We had a live cam. Visual proof showed it blew up. I did the due diligence at the fucking, number one's the WADA school, the CEO of GE school. The people that built the nuclear reactors of Fukushima, Japan. I knew they couldn't handle a fucking 8 on the Richter. Tick-tock, Diablo Canyon clock. I knew these were meltdowns. We had a live cam. I knew it. It took me a year and a half to convince anybody was even one. The greatest PhD opportunity in human history and the only person on earth. What I can do, stay in the fucking JSTOR and hand it over. And they stored it at the MIT Media Lab. Why would a bee go there? Well, why would Aaron Swartz download the fucking server? Why would he get 35 years for a peaceful protest? Why would Megan Rice get life in prison for a peaceful protest against the nuclear energy crime scene? Because they own Barry Antoinette Obama. He never mentioned it again until he went on Jimmy Kimmel and says, did you ever get a call at 4 o'clock in the morning? Yeah. Can you got an example like Hillary's ads? Yeah, when Fukushima happened. What's Fukushima, Jimmy Kimmel? Oh, Santa Susana, don't you cry for me. I came to Utah with a load from Santa Fe. All my nuclear exes are headed to Texas. You know, the typhoon. 9-point earthquake, the greatest ecological catastrophe in human history, and he called it a typhoon. Well, Trump, I asked him from here to there. You gonna talk about food? Yeah, I'll uncover. Did he? Did he? He met with a bee 17 times. What happened to bee? Well, do you know that Trump met with fucking the Japanese PM the second he got anointed at Mar-a-Lago, blacked out the windows, and Bob Kraft? You know about Bob Kraft. You know now, Columbia. BB's king fucking puppeteer. Fucking. Don't you see they've got it all rigged? They've got it all rigged. Fucking. The curtain pulled back. Fukushima should have been the fucking end, but you advanced more because the American populace is too weak. Home of the cowards, land of the afraid. They don't want the truth. They can't handle the truth. They're too fucking ignorant. What took down the old USA? Same thing that took down Russia. The military got so bloated and so fucking big in Russia. It wasn't communism. It was militarism. That everybody was looting and fucking stealing all the fucking money. That's what took them down. Chernobyl, oh fucking A. Igor got the photograph, got it to AP, asked Ted Koppel. Everybody totes the line, bunch of cowards. The reason I'm alive. My doctor had this conversation with me fucking yesterday. I'm going to see him again today. Got some issues going on. Well, look how you fought it. You're not afraid of the truth, Kevin. You're not afraid of. I was never afraid of this fucking cancer. I mean, brutality. I fight for her. She fights for we, Kevin D from the sea, the greatest PhD in human history. You're telling me there's no effect from full corn meltdowns. What did the U.S. They sent in 32 ships to entomb it, and Obama backed him out on the advice of John Holdren, fucking Rahm Emanuel, that derelict criminal. David Axelrod, right out of the nuclear energy crime called. It's the greatest crime in human history, and NOAA is a fucking B, kingpin of participants. Derelicts. I've proven it. It's called an outlier. We have all the evidence. We have the gray whale fucking starvation. We have the humpback starvation event. We have the fucking tide pool collapse. I mean, the evidence is so fucking, well, it's not even overwhelming. It's just fucking positively. We know the greatest outlier in fucking human history since at least the 3rd, 4th century, Krakatoa, happened in the Pacific Ocean in 2011. It's unarguable, absolutely unarguable. We don't do mystified, baffled, stumped, curious, bewildered, alarmed. I do fucking evidence. The greatest scientist in fucking modern history since Semmelweis, Kevin Blanch. Fucking go in denial. Fucking they denied Semmelweis' work for over 100 years. Threw him in a rubber room, beat him to death. Little germ fairy. The greatest fucking scientist in human history was fucking Semmelweis. Savior of mothers. Kevin Blanch, I fight for her. She fights for we from the sea. I have some nuclear roo for you, Noah. And I have some for me. But you must wear yours with a difference. You're all going to get your turn. You don't even know what that means. That'd be fucking Shakespeare. For Hamlet and Cassandra got together, they had a baby. Son of Cassandra. Who's Cassandra? Kevin Blanch. Well, you will be able to see the future, but no one will believe you. Your heirs, 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 heirs. I live in another space, I guess, in another world called reality. No, our derelict fucking criminals. This is unarguable. So what happened in the Pacific Ocean 2011? We know that this was the greatest outlier in fucking human history. Did a meteor strike it? No. Did Krakatoa form and fucking coat a fucking black layer over the earth for a fucking decade? No. 4 full core meltdowns for the first time in human history. They sent it to 32. What about the USS Reagan? Remember all my work there? You don't give a fuck. Apathy in America. What took down the old USA, which is now BB America? The invasion of Afghanistan. The meltdowns of Fukushima, Japan. Jet stream loses breaking news. Fish swim. For every action, there's a reaction. 4 full core meltdowns fucking brought in the Pacific Ocean. Fucking unbelievable. The great Pacific genocide. The greatest PhD in human history. Exactly what took down the old USSR is the United States is over. It's been over for a while. Fucking King BB, fucking and cult and clan, the nuclear energy crime syndicate. You don't even know. Fucking the nuclear energy frogs have been boiled nicely. Fucking fools. Longevity headed south in 2012 in North America. The heart attack fucking epidemic started in 2011-12. That's Duke's new fucking thing now. Fucking massive study says radical, more fucking aggressive. Fucking in 2011-2012. The cancer epidemic started fucking. That's new studies coming out every fucking day. 2011-2012. The fact that I go into a bone marrow transplant 11-11-11. The fact that I did this in critical condition. Wow. What a story, but you can't handle the truth. You're too weak. Coward America. You kettle me, I'll kettle you. Truth's a motherfucker. Fucking NOAA, the greatest derelict criminals in human history. I have proven it. The Great Pacific Genocide. Stand